Ladies and gentlemen, today Mr. Michael Fazio, who's running for president in 2012, that's right, the Michael Fazio for president, is going to tell you why this newspaper headline I'm going to put up on the screen that says Mr. Obama, he is a descendant of slaves. Ha! I tell you, he's a descendant of a chimpanzee. I believe that. But I'm not to believe anything about him being a descendant of slaves. And I'll tell you why. For many years, they looked for proof of that to Mr. Obama. He was a descendant of a slave. And they cannot find it. Now, all of a sudden, 3 months before the campaign for the presidential race, in which I'm going to run against Mr. Obama on the stump of a truth, ladies and gentlemen, they find this a fucking amook. They find the paperwork that says that this a fucking amooks on his mother's side is a descendant of a slave. I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that story is not so credible. I can't tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. My pet cock, that's right, I'm gonna show you what my pet cock looks like. This is my pet cock. My pet cock is a descendant of the ship from the first slaves. Because what happened is, when they have this pet cock, the pet cock, she lets the water in the boat or out of the boat. And all of the slaves, they do the fecal tissue and the urine into the hull of the boat, and they open up my pet cock, and my pet cock lets all of the urine out. So, some of those molecules got stuck into the bronze. Then, later on, when that ship is salvaged, they take the blowtorch, and they take the cauldron, which is like a big melting pot. They take the melting pot and they take the blowtorch and they put the bronze from my pet cock into the cauldron. And then when they take this pet cock and they melt it down, oh, that hurt, ladies and gentlemen. But when they melt down my pet cock, and then they make a lot of new things out of it. And this pet cock that was in my boat has been substantially proved, which is the same way that they proved Obama was the descendant of a slave, because they say there's inconsistencies in the story. And I have a few fucking inconsistencies too. They say that they find the molecules of a slave urine in the bronze in my pet cock. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that only leaves you with the 3 ideas. One, I'm full of bullshit, which is not the case, because, ladies and gentlemen, I have told you before that I asked the White House when I put the request in for Christmas of blowjobs, and Mr. Obama, he sends me the blowjob for Christmas. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Obama, he's sending me this blowjob for Christmas because he's a good Obama. He's a good president. I make it a better president. But that the fucking amook is about as related as much to the first slave ship as my pet cock. So if you believe in my pet cock is related to the first slave ship, then we on the same page. But if you don't believe in me, you cannot believe in this fucking amook. And amook means a lazy, sloth-like a creature. And before I say he's a descendant of a chimpanzee, because of the liberals, they're not to believe in God. And I believe in a God. So the liberals, they say we are descendants of a chimpanzee. And an animal is a chimpanzee, and the human beings are animals. And that makes Mr. Obama the chimp in charge and the descendant of a chimpanzee. And this is the world according to Michael Fazio. And I write all of this into my book, Angels on the Ark, because I want to put this down in history that I am a much more smarter and a much more intelligent candidate for president in 2012. And in my book, Angels on the Ark, I write down all of these lies and the inconsistencies with this mook in the White House. And ladies and gentlemen, and a God day to everybody, because you're going to need it. You elect that the mook over me and in the White House in the 2012. And what is going to happen to America? You're not even going to remember what America means. You're not even going to remember what the word America means. Next year at this time, everybody be on their fucking knees and crying for this country, because he's going to destroy this fucking country. And you mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Fazio for president in 2012. And a God day to everybody.